Earlier today, we received the job report for April. These numbers tell us what we already knew, that right now, Canadians are hurting because of this pandemic. Everyone has their own story, but it all boils down to a very difficult time for a lot of people.
The unemployment rate in Canada is a staggering 13%. That's the official unemployment rate, and even Stats Canada will tell you that is only the tip of the iceberg. It doesn't tell the full picture. We saw 2 million people lose their jobs in the month of April. That's on top of the 1 million that lost their jobs back in the month of March. And the numbers continue to grow. Stats Canada says there's an additional 1.1 million people that could qualify as unemployed, but well, they don't fit their usual way of counting it because they're not looking for work because the economy shut down due to COVID-19. What do they say that would drive the unemployment rate up to? Let me read to you from their report. The April unemployment rate would be 17.8% when adjusted to reflect those who were not counted as unemployed for reasons specific to the COVID-19 economic shutdown. The real unemployment rate could be between 20 and 30%. But let me tell you, this really depends on what kind of industry you work in. Public sector? The public sector has seen a drop of employment of just 5.6%. That's right, only 5.6% of civil servants who were working in February have lost their job by April. In the private sector, it's 22%. And even there, it varies by industry. Construction, it's as high as 20%. Manufacturing, 15%. And in food and accommodation, more than 50%. People are hurting out there, and we're only getting part of the picture. You want to look at this another way? We've had more than 7 million people apply for either the Canada Emergency Relief Benefit or employment insurance since this began. More than 7 million. In February, when we were talking about record employment, record jobs created, we had just 19.1 million people in the workforce. That means 36% of the workforce in February has applied for one of these two benefits. Either people are applying that don't qualify, or we're not counting the numbers correctly, and the unemployment rate is actually much higher. This is why we need to start finding a way to get back to a managed, cautious, responsible way of opening the economy back up. Canadians have done their part. We did not end up the way Italy did, the way China did, the way other countries did in dealing with this pandemic. We've done fairly well. But before the damage becomes so great that 13% sounds like a good unemployment rate, we need to start reversing and lifting these restrictions. I'm not saying we do it all at once. We do it in a responsible and managed way. But we have to start doing it before the economic outcomes, the economic damage caused by this, is greater than the physical one.